Time now to invite on stage Shri Sanjeev Agarwal from FICCI Gems and Jewellery to share his thoughts and experiences at IBJA.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all of you on behalf of FICCI Gems and Jewellery Committee. And it is an honor to welcome His Excellency Ramnath Governor of Bihar. You all know Mohit Kamboj, who's leading all these initiatives as President of IBJA, as well as the former President of IBJA, Mr. Suresh Jain. Also, a warm welcome to all the friends from the media, from the jewelry and the bullion trade, as well as other distinguished guests present here today. I think taking from the inspiration of our Honorable Prime Minister when he launched 3 different schemes for the gold sector for investors and consumers of gold last month, IBJA, under the leadership of Mohit Kamboj, is also launching 3 very important market development initiatives in the Indian bullion and jewelry industry. The World Silver Council, the Skills Development and Knowledge Park, as well as the First Step Foundation. Not many people know the contribution of the Indian gems and jewelry sector towards the Indian economy. As per the research done by A.T. Kearney, a very top-end market research company globally, the Indian gems and jewelry sector contributes to about 6 to 7% of India's GDP. It creates value addition of 1 lakh crores of rupees, which is almost the same as the chemical industry or the automobile sector. That's the value addition it does. It is the third largest employment generator after the agricultural and textile sector, with over 46 lakh karigars and workers and other people linked to the Indian gems and jewelry sector. And it is amongst the top contributors to exports, accounting for 14 to 16% of India's exports, more than the apparel sector. Hence, why is there need for the World Silver Council, and what would its role be in the Indian context? The importance of the silver jewelry and silverware manufacturing in India has increased quite significantly over the last 2 years. India used to manufacture about an average of about 1,200 tons of silver jewelry and silverware every year. However, this manufacturing has increased by almost 3 times in the last 2 years and stands at about 3,000 tons. Silver jewelry and silverware manufacturing is one of the very few sectors where India has taken a lead over China. India has become the largest manufacturer of silver jewelry and silverware in the world, and its market share is about 36%, followed by China, which is 20%, and then Thailand and Italy, which is at about 7% each. So that's the significance of the sector. Traditionally, polished diamond accounted for the largest contribution of the gems and jewelry sector towards the exports from India. But the gold jewelry exports has been growing at a much faster rate than diamond jewelry and diamond cut and polished diamond, and has increased by 3 times from a level of about $5 billion 8 years back to 15 billion today. And silver jewelry exports have grown even much faster than that, about 15 times during the same period, but at a smaller base. Hence, it is obvious that there is a need to set up a trade body like the World Silver Council, whose objectives would be to ensure a more systematic development and growth of the sector, development and promotion of globally recognized quality standards, as well as help increase exports of silver jewelry and silverware from India. The second initiative of IBJA is the setting up of the Skills Development and Knowledge Park. As per the National Skills Development Council, like I mentioned, there are over 46 lakh workers employed with the gems and jewelry sector. And as by the same research, in the next 10 years, this sector, gems and jewelry sector, can employ more than 1.4 crore workers. That's the potential. Also, more than 90% of the manufacturing of jewelry in India is from MSME units, and majority of them being about 10 to 30, 40 karigars working together as an independent micro sector unit. Hence, there's a need also to upgrade their manufacturing and design skills of these karigars and craftsmen to international levels if we want to grow our exports and create more employment. The other important aspects of the skills development and knowledge park initiative of IBJA is to also improve the working conditions of these workers who today work in not so good conditions. The third initiative being the unveiling of by IBJA today is a charitable organization called the First Step Foundation, which will not only work towards helping the karigars and their family, but the society at large. With the right impetus from the government, and more importantly, better understanding of the unique nature of the Indian gems and jewelry sector, in the next 10 years, this sector has a potential not only to create an employment for 1.4 workers, but also increase exports 4 times. I take this opportunity to once again welcome His Excellency Ramnath Govindji, Governor of Bihar, and congratulate Mr. Mohit and the IBJA team for rolling out such important initiatives for the sector. Thank you.